try to make it.
Well, g'day, folks. Welcome aboard. It's Sean from the Down Under Cruises. How have you gone? How has your week been, folks? First of all, I need to do this in the chat. First of all, we had Michael Ann. Welcome aboard, Michael Ann. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you in, nice and early, and followed very quickly by the Floridian vacationer by the name of Dewey Ski. Welcome aboard, Dewey. Nice to have you here, buddy. I'm so envious of you, Dewey. I mean, you're going to be going on Discovery Princess. Man, in Australia, we get all your hand-me-downs. We've never had the opportunity to sail on something that has just come out of the shipyard. So, well, yeah, they have come out of the shipyards. They're the ones that they're partly scrapping on the way down south. Anyway, welcome aboard, and we wish you well on your journey on the Discovery Princess when it happens. Next in the chat was young Mr. Kenneth Oakes. Kenny, have you been to bed yet? I know the answer to that. Don't worry. I know the answer. A couple of people saying g'day. Yes, Dewey is just saying he's visiting the fair state of Florida for a few days until he flies out to California on Saturday morning for a cruise on the Discovery Princess. OMG. Oscar Mike Golf. Welcome aboard, Philip. Nice to have you here. Thank you for remembering it's Wednesday. Not forgetting it's Wednesday, but remembering. G'day, Burjo. How's the microwave handling the pot plant? Hope that's all good. Everything is happening there. Philip is saying you sailed on the Spectrum of the Seas when it was only 6 months old. You lucky bastard. Welcome aboard, Bernay. Nice to have you here. G'day from Sleepless in YouTube. I thought it was Sleepless in Seattle, but hey, that's okay. And Dewey saying g'day. He's doing some of the pleasantries. All around. Awesome. Well, folks, I thought I would start off this very interesting time zone because we're coming into a number of holidays, not only public holidays, but religious holidays and other holidays. So I'm calling today celebrations because what are we doing? Number one, we're celebrating Easter this weekend, and of course next weekend will be the Orthodox Easter, but this weekend is Easter for the rest of us. It's also Passover. It's the first time in ages that the two have actually coincided is the word. So don't know about you guys across the pond, but us over here, we're going to be having a 4-day weekend. Yay! Also happening this weekend on Sunday, much to Australia's delight, we will be having one of the P&O cruise ships pulling into Sydney. So that's going to be a very, very big opportunity for the entire Australia to stand on one end and possibly tip the balance, with everybody on the same body weight. Shut up, Sean. Move on. At any rate, we're going to be having an awesome time watching the ship come in, and maybe we might even get some info coming out over there. Dewey is saying that he has also signed up this week for the maiden voyage of the Meraviglia at Sea Paradise Margaritaville. Beg your pardon. At Sea Paradise in May. Should be interesting to see what it's like. Man, that is going to be awesome, Dewey. I mean, that's the Bahamas. Is it Bahamas cruise line? Is that who it was? That's been revamped and is now Margaritaville. That'll be awesome. Be fascinated to see what your take on it will be. Burjo is saying happy Easter, and if not that way inclined, just all the best anyway. Yep, I'll go with that. Bernay is saying, binge watching Matty Van Halen's videos. It's his first time in beautiful Oregon. Happy to have met him over at Quartzsite. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so again, couple saying g'day to each other. Burjo, 4-day weekend, awesome. Being self-employed, that means 1 day off and 3 days working. Burjo, shut up. You know, we don't want to tell everybody what it's like being self-employed. G'day, Ian. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. How are you doing, Grandpa? How's it going with the new little one on board? Kenneth is saying good day to everybody and all those he didn't tag. We've got Burjo saying good day to the Uber Cruises, and no doubt the Uber Cruises will say good day back. Well, Ian is definitely saying who doesn't like Easter eggs. Well, I love it. Easter eggs are great. Only my waistline doesn't like it either. Good storage. Michael Ann, thank you very much. Happy Easter, blessed Passover. Yes, thank you very much. It will be. And, well, that's another food event. You walk in there as a guest and walk out as cargo. It's one of those interesting times, shall we say. Okay, Dewey is saying, yes, it goes to the Bahamas, and they even have packages where you sail over, stay at the resort for a stay, and then sail back on the ship when it's over, just doing the cruise this time. Well, that'll be awesome. Lorraine, well done. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Good morning. V, Biday, V, how you going? Happy almost Easter Friday. Yes. Happy almost Easter Friday. Again, couple saying good day to each other. Ian is saying good, thanks, all is well. Number one granddaughter is turning 2 next Tuesday. Oh, time flies. Kenneth is, thank you very much, mate, for sharing out the live on Facebook and YouTube community tab. Thank you so much. Cannot wait to have 500 subs so that I can go into my own community tab. That'd be awesome. V, hello, beautiful people, as usual. Burjo, are Easter eggs on a menu? Asking for a friend. They are on the menu. As to whether or not I'm allowed to actually partake of said, well, you know the answer, Burjo. Philip, our puppy is now earning its keep. He caught a rat and brought it into the house. Oh, isn't that exciting? New guests for dinner. Lorraine, Sean, you have programmed my brain into showing up on your live shows. Well, thank you for coming in, but please don't do it at my account if you're not feeling that well. I do expect you to say, hey, I'm not feeling well, and thanks, but I will be gone. So you guys stay as long as you can, and we will certainly understand and appreciate. Arthur, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board. You got a cruise booked yet? Again, Dewey saying good day. People saying good day. V saying good day. Oh, V is driving and listening in. V, appreciate the fact that you're listening in. Please, no texting unless you're doing it via voice. Again, a couple of people saying good day. Happy Passover. Thank you very much, Lorraine. And the same to you. Again, saying good day. Okay, Ian. I bought 4 Easter bilbies today. I wonder if our North American friends know what I'm talking about. That's a good question. Anybody on the other side of the pond know what a bilby is? Those of us that are on this side of the pond, please don't answer. Philip, once when I worked in a factory, I got a girl confused by saying we get triple time when Good Friday falls on a Saturday. Yeah, that's about right. That would have confused the living dates out of anybody. Arthur, no cruises booked, but looking at one. Which one, buddy? There's a bucket load of them. You're texting via hubby. Best way to do that. G'day, Steve. How you going, buddy? Let me say how they're hanging. Okay, so I thought I'd just do a little bit of other things. Okay, hang on a sec. When is your first group cruise guest, mate? I keep asking and you give me the answer, but I forget. In actual fact, Burjo, we've got a bunch of people coming up on this Saturday. So, Burjo, if you're up and around this Saturday, come on board. Friday, for those of you that are on the other side of the pond. Kenny is asking the answer to your earlier on is no sleep, been binge watching YouTube videos and haven't seen yet. Well, that's cool. Hopefully you will get some sleep at some point. Philip, I was driving with a blonde the other day and asked her to stick her head out the window to see if the blinker was working. She answered, working, not working, working, not working. Oh, goodness me. Burjo, Bilby's a mythical beast and very clever, hence not a politician. Yeah, that's cool. But no, it is actually a creature. Let's see who knows. Arthur, looking at some cruise to New Zealand from Adelaide next year, still waiting on South Australian government to allow cruises back. Well, mate, the good news is ships are going into Sydney on Sunday. Melbourne will be very shortly thereafter. We'll be down at the dock to watch them come on in. And no doubt you guys will be doing the same because there are a number of princess cruises that will be going around. One of them being the the Grand Princess, which will be doing a cruise into Adelaide. So that'll be exciting. Yes, Lorraine is having a giggle at Philip. And so is Bernays. So there we go. Okay. And by the way, folks, if you're interested, right now I am wearing one of our new T-shirts. We've got some new merch up. So new merch is the T-shirts, and also we've got the key ring, and we've got a mug and also a shot glass. Haven't got the shot glass yet. I've actually got another one, and partaking very nicely. So happy celebrations to everybody. All right. Bernay is saying, Philip, I'm gonna share your jokes there. That's good. He won't mind. I'll tell you now. Arthur, when are you doing that cruise? Arthur, I'm actually doing one of the legs of that cruise. The Grand Princess pulls into Melbourne, and with my parents, Ilana and I, my parents and my sister and brother-in-law, we're doing the leg from Melbourne via Eden through to Sydney. So that's on the 28th of March is when we plan to do that one. So it's going to be great. Philip, can he do a binge YouTube watch on a Melbourne stripper called Chloe King? No. Philip, we don't want to corrupt the man, okay? Don't do that, please. Burjo, talking princess cruises. I can imagine Ian laying on his waterbed half naked. The man does love his princess. We won't tell Sandra anything, will we? Just between us, right? Thank you, Bernay. Yes, cheers. That is a Satori whiskey, Japanese whiskey that was given to me as a gift a couple of years back. It's not bad. It's still there. Yep, it is awesome, Arthur. It'll be the first time my parents have ever stood on a cruise ship. So it's going to be an awesome time being with them. Ian to Burjo, I was thinking of that. Well, Ian, join us. Burjo's coming with us on that cruise, so it's going to be fun. Ian, Braun freezes. Yep, it does. I still want to know how the micro's doing. Anyway, it's getting into some early time, so I thought I would just let you guys know some of the cruises that are coming. And I was just looking at some repositioning cruises. There's one on the Radiance of the Seas of the 1st of October 2022 for 19 nights. It's going from Hawaii and Tahiti through to Sydney. And it's from only Inquire Now. I don't know what that means. It's a 19-night trip. Then there's one from New Zealand, Tahiti and Waikiki. That's on the Radiance of the Seas on the 14th of April 2023. It is 19 nights. Sailing out of New Zealand, it will be $3,199 per person. Just to show you what costs are for us to get on a cruise ship out of here, or on a cruise ship that's going on a reposition. Okay, so there's a celebrity ship, the Celebrity Edge, leaving the 24th of November 2023 for 15 nights. It's going all-inclusive, Singapore to Sydney. Singapore to Sydney for 15 nights, $4,499 per person. Isn't that awesome? They're talking cruises next year. Isn't that exciting? Oh, wait a minute. On the Norwegian Breakaway, going from the Big Apple to the Big Easy, wherever those places are. It's starting on the 3rd of November 2022 for 21 nights, just a buck short of 5,000 Aussie dollars. Wow, that's exciting stuff. Oh, well, let's get back to reality. Bentleigh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It sure is. Well, it's 5 a.m. your time, isn't it? Arthur is saying, that's a nice whiskey. I got that one and many other Japanese whiskeys. Yeah, I've got a bucket load of whiskeys for a person who's not really an alcoholic, who only drinks every now and then. I've got a bucket load of alcohol. In fact, my hands have had more alcohol than I've drunk. Lorraine is drinking flavored water. Yeah, Lorraine, I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Burjo, have to work out how to hitchhike home from Eden. Why? The ship stops in Sydney, so you're like a hop, skip, and a jump from there. Seriously. Unless you've had enough of us and want to get off in Eden. I mean, you know. Ian's asking Burjo a really important question. Is it brawn or is it brain? And Burjo's telling a real truism. In his case, it's no different. Bit of a giggle there, so that's awesome. By the way, Stream Elements is reminding us that Helping Hands for Cruising, the Facebook page, that's the link over there, folks. Please donate to help special needs people go on a cruise. There is a direct PayPal link, and that is it. Please go ahead and continue to donate to Helping Hands, because that will give us the opportunity to get more people such as Kenny on a cruise. Now, we've got a cruise at the moment in March of next year, the 12th of March, I believe, going out of Tampa and doing the Western Caribbean, I believe. We've also got, and we're looking for a recipient for that one. We've got a cruise expected to go out of the UK sometime in the middle of next year, going out of either Southampton or one of those. And we already have a recipient for that one. In 2024, around about December, we're looking and we're trying to find a cruise that we would like to get a recipient on going out of Australia. The intention is that we'll be out for Christmas and back into Sydney for New Year's Eve so we can watch the fireworks. So that's what we're looking at. Burjo's having a good old giggle. Sorry, Ian's having a good old giggle at Burjo. Burjo's saying they got 14 nights Tampa to Barcelona on balcony, 14 nights for 3,800 Aussie for the two of them. Couldn't stay at the Gold Coast for that. No, you couldn't, mate, to be honest. Ian is asking, what happened to the cruises that were $100 per night per person? Yes, I think those ones will be the early ones. And I'm looking at cruisefirst.com.au that gave us those prices, but I haven't actually had a look at the cruises that are going to be starting as of early May this year. So those ones, I believe, will be quite reasonably priced. Lorraine is saying that it's actually 3:08 a.m. Sorry, that's Bernay, not Lorraine. Sorry, Bernay. Burjo saying $100 a night is staff. Okay. And a very good question being asked by Ian here is, that's a good price, AUD or USD? That's a very good price. Bernay, 3:19 a.m. Okay, so it's a bit on the early. Burjo saying that's Aussie. And Ian is, what is the Stream Elements bloke? What is this Stream Elements bloke? He's always interfering. Yes, he is, but he's my second best friend, because that's what reminds everybody to do stuff, me included. Ian to Burjo, very good price then. What are the dates? Burjo saying, you sound like a travel agent on Red Bull. Me or Ian? That's a good question. Don't know. I'm just excited that cruises are coming back, to be honest. Philip, I know a Melbourne stripper that would like a cruise. Yeah? Are you talking about yourself, Philip? Dewey, be sure to let me know the details on March and UK cruise so I can fit them into my schedule. Certainly, Dewey. The March cruise is the Fantastic Studios group cruise. I think I have it in one of my... let me just have a look. I think I've got something here that might help. No, I won't do that. I won't do that because I've forgotten what it is, and I'll get it up there a little later on. Unless there's anybody else in the stream, any of the moderators who know when the Fantastic Studios group cruise is on. Burjo is saying that it's from 6th of May onwards on the Serenade. Well, that's interesting. That's cool. Stream Elements is saying would like to thank all of those who have donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. Philip is saying that the prices are in IUD. Okay. Let's insert that somewhere else, shall we? Ian to Burjo, thank you. Okay, so talking about group cruises, we've got our group cruise happening the 15th of October. So I figure now would be a perfect time to bring up some info about that. Yes. Well, we are certainly looking forward to that cruise. I tell you what, we just cannot wait to get off on a on that Air New Zealand plane to actually just get over into Fort Myers and spend some time there, and then get over to Miami and meet all you fantastic people across your side of the pond. 184 days to go before we actually get into Cruise Day. And then we shall be sailing on the South Caribbean. Dewey is saying, thanks to Dave, the Serenade is the ship that he will be doing that one only cruise that he's allowed to do in 2024 until our Christmas one. That's the World Cruise. That's only like 274 days. And I really don't understand why Dewey is spending money on a premise that he never sees. Yeah, well, such is life. Ian is saying, did he mention that MSC has cancelled one of their Meds cruises, and now we have changed our itinerary completely? It's actually much better, but it's costing $2,000 more US. So, Ian, fill us in. What's the itinerary going to be? So you think Kenny will be hooked line and sinker once he completes his first cruise? Let me ask you a question, Bernay. Is the Pope a Catholic? That's all I'm going to say. Ian, to Dewey, are you still on Vloggers Cruise, or have you pulled the plug? That's an exciting one. I mean, Dewey's on cruises left, right, and center, so nobody knows what Dewey's done. Whether he's actually pulled the plug on that, or he's pulled the plug on something else, or he's booked another cruise. I mean, you know, Dewey had to learn how to use Excel purely because of his cruising. I mean, he's got every cruise that, I mean, well, we sat down one day and we asked Dewey, can you tell us which cruises you're on? And he pulled out his Excel, and it took at least half an hour for the Excel spreadsheet to load because of all the cruises that Dewey is going on. Half an hour. I mean, seriously. And Dewey's got one of those brand new HP laptop things, I think. Then again, Dewey can tell me to shut up because I might be talking out of the back end of my astronaut. Cheers, folks. Happy Easter. All right. So, okay, we've got an answer from Dewey. And Dewey is saying that he did pull the plug on the Vloggers Cruise based on his group cruise experience that had way too many people to feel it would be enjoyable. Well, Dewey, we're fortunate enough to have you on board our cruise, so we know that you're going to be enjoying a nice, cool little group of people, so that'll be awesome. G'day V, Dewey, we look forward to your how to keep track of all your cruises on Excel video. Now, V, are you still driving? Or have you actually made it to your destination? Dewey, I would be lost without my spreadsheets. Way too many to keep track of. Oh, V still driving. Yes, Dewey, I can fully understand that, mate. I can fully understand that you have so many. I mean, how many cruises did you do this year, as in 2022? Sorry, let's go back to 21. How many did you do in 21? How many have you got booked for 2022? I know 23 is chock-a-block full, but 24 you're taking a break. So that's awesome. Dewey's just doing one cruise. Okay, Ian is saying that no AUD, it's 11 nights, Western Med, including Morocco, Canary Islands, and Madeira. Wow. as well as another 7 nights cruising, doing Mallorca and Cannes. Oh, sorry, Cannes, and a couple more spots. Ian, when you pop into Madeira, you will see the Ornelas surname there spread across, because that's the actual origins of where my family came from. Dewey is saying he actually had to make a yearly chart of when he's in Florida so we can easily tell available days for stuff like doctor's appointments and such. Wow, that's like huge. I mean, the fact that your life is governed by a spreadsheet. Wow, isn't that awesome? Oh well, it's exciting. There's some exciting things happening with you, and we so look forward to any of the information that you're going to put out, the videos you're going to put out. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable, I know. V is saying, who needs an agent, right? An agenda, right, Dewey? Yeah, you just jump on from cruise to cruise to cruise to cruise. Dewey is saying, just got off his 18th cruise since August and counting. This week, he has another 13 or 14 more this year. Oh, Dewey, we're so envious. Ian, Dewey, don't blame you. I think we will treat it as a normal cruise and pretend we don't belong to the group. There is a lot of people going. Yeah, that's the best way to handle it there, Ian. Dewey is saying only important part of his agenda is which ship is he supposed to be on. Yeah, well, you could be. Who's that guy who's living on the cruise ships? Does he go from ship to ship, or does he pick one ship and then do back-to-backs? What's his name? Famous guy. Anyway, it'll come to me. Dewey is saying to Ian, the Vloggers Cruise has so many on it and so many groups within groups. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Super Mario. That's right. Thank you for that, Ian. Super Mario. That's correct. He's now I want to know, does Super Mario pick one ship and do back-to-backs, or does he go from cruise ship to cruise ship to cruise ship? That would be interesting. Dewey is saying Super Mario used to live on just one ship, but with COVID schedule, he has been known to jump from ship to ship. Okay. Thank you for that, Dewey. Well, what a way to go, man. Spend life going on ship to ship. Just all you're doing is, well, you've got to understand the animal you're involved with, right? Dewey is saying that he was recently on the Wonder of the Seas. Yeah, well, why not pick the brand new ship if you can? And Ian is saying everyone will be fighting for attention. Yes, that has been noted by a lot of people, saying that there's just going to be so many people there. Well, you know what, Ian? You set your own agenda on that cruise, and you just vlog yourself. You know, it's you and Sandra. You guys just set up your own videos and do your own lives, and you know what? You will benefit from it as well. Only good things can happen there. I think it's getting a little bit on the close to time frame, so I'm going to actually put up this video that our young friend Kenny absolutely likes.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You want to see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, Helping Hands for cruising, Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Yes, what a great song there, and I want to absolutely thank FatMat Adventures for putting that together. Helping Hands for Cruising. FatMat and his lovely wife Amy did that song together, and we will be eternally grateful for it. Ian is saying, I think if I lived on a cruise ship, I would rather be on the world cruise ship. Well, that's basically what Dewey's going to be doing for a year, living on the Serenade, I believe it is. Dewey is saying that on the La Lida Loca Halloween cruise, there were so many people in that group that even as late as disembarkation, he was seeing people in the group T-shirts he had never met yet. Wow, that's awesome. Ian, to the Down Under Cruises, did you say flog or vlog? Okay, Ian, let me clarify for you. I said V for Victor, vlog. However, if you would like a flog, be my guest. Don't want to be in there. G'day, Hilda. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Ian, to Dewey. Wow, we are also on the Prima Group cruise in March. That's awesome. The Prime. Okay, that'll be nice. Hilda, hello, everyone. Hello, Hilda. Come to say hello, but going back to bed. Hilda, thank you very much for doing that. Look, next time, if you wish, you can always watch us on the replay and feed your info in through there. We always read every comment that comes in, but I'm so pleased that you popped in. I wish you a happy sleep. You've got a couple people saying good day to you, so that's it. Oh, Kenny, thank you so much, mate. That's FatMat Adventures for the piece of music that we just played. So thank you for that, Kenny. Really appreciate that. Ian, my wife always gives me a flogging. You lucky bastard. Yeah. What would we guys be without a good flogging? Yeah, okay. Shut up, Sean. Let's move on. Let's move on to other things. Okay, so now on that cruise thing that I was looking at, I looked at repositioning cruises. Let's have a look at some of the other things that they've got. All Australian ports. What have we got going out of all Australian ports in short space of time? So between going in for seriously, there is a cruise, a 13-night cruise, all-inclusive New Zealand fly stay cruise on Celebrity Eclipse, $28.99 Aussie per person. Then there's a 10-nighter A balcony exclusive, Ovation of the Seas, 12th of February 2023, $18.29 per person. Okay, couple of other Celebrity Edge, 14th of February 24, $36.99 per person. So there's a few cruises being put up there right now. Fiji South Pacific on the Majestic Princess, December the 8th, for 13 nights, $23.70 per person. Man, that's exciting. Then there's a 10-night New Zealand from Sydney on the Carnival Splendor, $2,029 per person. So there's a couple of good things happening there. Couple of good things. Okay, Ilana. G'day. Thought you weren't listening in, but glad you're here. It's your birthday tomorrow, Sean, so you might get your annual flogging. Ooh, you do talk dirty, but hey, what can I say? Shut up, Sean. Ilana, do you guys want a rent? No, we've got one. We pay a bucket load of money every single month for it. It's called The House We Live In. Seriously, how embarrassment. Okay. Yeah, now she lets the cat out of the bag. I'm busy talking cruising here, and she's busy talking about floggings. Goodness me. Ilana's asking Ian whether you've got one to offer. Seriously, I'm in trouble. Let's see. HollandAmerica has one going out of on the Noordam on the 14th of January 2023, going New Zealand highlights for 13 nights, $26.99 per person. I won't go into all the interesting stuff. Okay, Ian, I'm going now. Why do you want to do that? Dewey, the new group cruise of choice with the Ducks, the Floggers Cruise. Bring your own toys and costumes. Hey, Dewey, you've just brought up a new activity we could have on board the cruise. I'll put it to the rest of the team. See how we go. Lorraine is saying Ian might have a dungeon room for you to rent. A dungeon. Not into that sort of stuff. Yeah, Ilana's agreeing. Oh dear, now there's an idea, Dewey. Ian is saying that's a great idea. So, Dewey, you've got some merit. I mean, a lot of people are agreeing with what you're saying, so there's a lot of merit in what you're saying. Okay. Queensland from Sydney. Majestic Princess, the 20th of October, 2022, 11 nights, $1 short of $2,000 per person. That's reasonably cheap. For 11 nights, that's quite reasonable. Yeah, Ilana made that observation too. Seems like there's some interest. Yeah, I'm afraid of the interest. Lorraine, Ian to Lorraine, no dungeons, I'm afraid. Have a dog kennel. Yeah. Okay. Dewey, the Floggers group may work in well with the drag show group, also on our cruise. Oh, really? We've got a drag show. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. I think I'll have to have a drink on that one. Let me see. Lorraine. Oh, geez. Okay, flogging chains. Listen, Lorraine, you're the right one to talk. You were the one that wanted to handcuff me to the wheelchair. So let's just forget about that one. V's having a good old giggle. At the end of the day, folks, the cruise is what it is. So let's have some fun. I think we're going to have an absolute ball, to be honest. The group cruise, for those that don't know, the group cruise we're having on the 15th of October, going through to the 23rd. Ilana and I will be in Florida for around the 29th of September, and we'll be hopefully meeting up with people as we go through, and then getting off the ship on the 23rd, spending another 4 days around Tampa, and then clear waters. So it's going to be awesome. Well, if it isn't Lorraine is saying who's the dominatrix of this group, yeah, not me. Eric, Sir Sean, welcome aboard, Eric. Nice to have you here, mate. I've been watching, well, both Ilana and I've been watching a couple of your shows that you put up the last day and a half, and mate, we are so excited. Your stuff gets from extremely awesome to brilliant. So you keep it up, buddy. We're really enjoying it. Dewey, for your information, will not be dressing up for the drag show. Hang on, Dewey, I've got the... Oh, no, it's not you. Yes, it was a formal night man that is the one who dresses up. And it has been known for you to have there is a photo of the two of you together, but I'm not going to bring it up. You would have seen it. Yeah, you would have seen it. So, couples saying good day to each other, so that's cool. So, Eric, you're looking forward to the group cruise, I hope, as well as everybody else. Just wanted to know, anybody else got any other cruises? We know that Dewey is like booked up for the next 65 years anyway, so that's going to be good. And Burjo's on a cruise. Ian's on a cruise. Aside from Lorraine and V coming on the group cruise in October, just wondering if there's any other, if anybody else is doing any other groups or cruises. Dewey will bring his tux, however, if a certain someone needs a date. Yeah, I believe that certain someone is actually fronting up on the group cruise as well. V is cruising the highway to work on the daily basis. And well, you know what the good news is? The group cruise is not that far away. Ian is going to Thailand in June for 2 weeks. Man, that'll be an awesome trip. Dewey has a group cruise back-to-back on the horizon in September. Hey, Dewey, really interested to know what the horizon's going to be like. Where there'll be some space for us to have our group afternoon teas, so to speak. That would be awesome. So we'll look forward to that one. Eric is hoping to find an Alaska cruise for 23. That'd be nice. Dewey says he cruised the cruise, but oh, that's a different story. Yes, I agree. Thailand. Dewey says the horizon has a lot of spaces that will work well for our group's needs. Awesome. You'll have to pinpoint them for us, Dewey, so that we can get everything sorted. And we can then have some fun. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome. This weekend, I believe we're going to be having 3 young ladies hopefully coming on board our chat on Friday night across the pond, or Saturday our time. Those 3 young ladies are going to be having some fun on our chat. The idea is that we're trying to get to know people who are coming with us on board the cruise. So those 3 young ladies will be joining us, and we will be having a chat to try and find out the nitty-gritties. You will, folks, you will know who they are when we actually bring them up. Bernay is having a good old thumbs up with hearts. Ilana, like putting certain people into timeout, Dewey. Lorraine is saying, "Yay, looking forward to those." Yeah, it will be awesome. We will be having bucket load of people coming up, and we're trying to do this at least every week, trying to bring some people up because we're only 6 months, just short of 6 months, heading out to the group cruise, 184 days. So it's not that far away. And we certainly will be needing to have a few people, needing to learn about some of the people we're going to be cruising with. Dewey to Ilana, so far I think the only time I have been put into timeout was when a certain young infant did it by accident on Ilana Zangano's show. Shame. Poor Valencia. Bernay to Ilana. Hello. Yes, well. And we've got Bonnie. How are you, Bonnie? Chag Sameach. Happy Passover. I hope you have a very good one. Bonnie, please be careful. The matzah does have issues. Just use the jackhammer to clear it at the end, and everything should be happy and all good. Lana to Bernay, saying g'day. Bonnie wanted to wish you and Ilana a Zitzen Pesach. Thank you very much, Bonnie. Same to you, please. As Ilana says, thank you, Bonnie, and the same to you. V is saying 20 Fridays to get to know all the beautiful people who are all cruising. Yeah, 20 Fridays. I think we've got 20 Fridays. So, yeah, that'd be awesome. We're getting to know everybody, so that's going to be great. And what better way to cruise with people you know than cruising with people you know? Because we'll be talking about all sorts of things. Yeah, I guess there are only 20 Fridays to go, but you can count that up. You will count it up. I know you will. Because what Ilana does is she validates everything everybody else says just to make sure that they are correct. So trust me, Ilana will be validating. She'll be counting all the Fridays until we've got, or we could ask, Dr. Google how many Fridays to the 15th of October. Anyway, what else can I say? If you're a creator, hashtag create. If you're a supporter, hashtag support. If you're a cruiser, hashtag cruise in the chat, and that would be absolutely awesome. Yes, fast math. That's what I reckon. G'day, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's awesome to have another face in the chat. So if we can start getting people to do that, that would be awesome. And then we can impart some lovely knowledge. I think I've had enough looking at those cruises. Now, Ian is saying, have you looked at travel insurance? USA insurance is expensive. Yes, we know. We've actually done some insurance checking with we did an insurance with World to Cover, I think they are, for our US trip. And they seemed quite reasonable at the time, and they had all the policies that we needed. Yeah, World to Cover, it's called. And they gave us a relatively good rate. So I think it's the important travel insurance, definitely. Dewey is saying that Dr. Google says that there are 28 Fridays. Well, we can miss one or two. Bonnie is saying that little Valencia is quite the cute little imp. Absolutely. I think she's going to get on very well, that young lady, especially with the parents she's got. I think she's going to be a very lucky lady. See, I didn't check. Yes, you're right, you didn't. But I'll tell you what, thank you for putting it out there. Kenny is hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, and hashtag multitasker, hashtag multi-streamer. Goodness me. Kenny? Sometimes you got to get yourself straight. Lorraine, hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, hashtag friend. Definitely. We need more of those. Lots more friends. That way we won't have an enemies. Dewey to Bonnie, Valencia is certainly a cutie. Can't wait to meet them for the first time. We keep missing each other when we are in the same areas. Mate, all you got to do is meet them at home in Florida, right? But you've got to be home long enough to meet them. Ilana, Ian, I'm really enjoying your Japan vlogs. They are awesome. Dewey is a hashtag supporter, hashtag creator, hashtag cruiseaholic. No, wait, Dewey, you got to say it right. Cruiseaholic. V, hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, hashtag cheek pincher, hashtag too happy for some, hashtag too excited for this cruise. Not friggin' likely, young lady, not friggin' likely. Dewey, every time I've been in the Orlando area, they are gone, and when they have been in my area, I've been gone. You got to coordinate better, mate. You got to get onto the blower with them and say, when are you traveling? Let's travel together. No, I mean, not physically together. Let's travel at, well, that's not a bad idea either. But let's travel at the same time. Bonnie to Dewey, I was supposed to cruise with the Zanganos to celebrate Valencia's first birthday. Well, that didn't work out so well. Cruise cancelled. Well, that's a shame. Ilana, hashtag that person's wife. Excuse me. Hashtag that person's better half should be said. Ian, to Ilana, thanks. I still have two more. However, my laptop is crashing because of the editing software he's using. Not sure what to do. Ian, what type of computer have you got? What type of laptop? And maybe I can give you some suggestions. V to Dewey, your Excel sheet is letting your meetup fall between two cities. Oh my word. Yep, I like that. That's exciting. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna actually call it quits. It's an hour. We've been going for an hour. I'd like to thank you all for coming up. We will be traveling. We will be on our live stream as per normal. Sorry, V is going Ilana, hashtag best Sean supporter. Ian is going, it's a Lenovo, about 4 years old. I'm using Philomore software. Yeah, if you would have said Apple, I would have suggested that you go with the iMovie because that's extremely good. Bonnie is saying, I'm a hashtag cruise vlogger stalker. Well, keep stalking, Bonnie. Keep stalking. We don't mind. Philip Nightall, nice to see you, buddy. Folks, have a very pleasant week. What's left of it. Have an extremely awesome Easter for those who are that way inclined. For those that are Jewish, have a very, very happy and safe Passover. And yes, this is a week of celebrations. So enjoy all. Have a fantastic time. And we shall see you on Saturday or Friday night for those across the pond as per normal, 10 p.m. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome week. Take care. Bye now. Keep smiling.